All right, good evening, Soul Tribe. We are gathered here today for your divine masculine and divine feminine conversation. So, this is going to be a soulmate twin flame message for the collective today for those that are interested in that whole uh, self love healing journey, right? Which is supposed to bring in your divine counterpart, right? So let's get into it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel so that we continue to grow, add value to the channel. We're going to continue to, spread throughout the algorithms. Right? All right, so let's get into it. Quick love messages. So again, twin flames. What is it about the infatuation between twin flames? It's just a knowing, that's all. It's one of these very high-powered teaching relationships that supposed to turn you into the best version of yourself, right? You guys mirror each other, you guys help each other, and through the witnessing of this love connection for those that know what's going on, it just creates a better view for those in the world to see how a true love connection is supposed to go, because it's basically usually opposites attracting, overcoming great odds and difficulties, whether it's in oneself or if it's some sort of if it's something else like distance, an understanding between a group or a culture. Um, we see it a lot. I talk about, the movie Hancock. It's kind of like one of those things as well where, he was his type of person and she was her type of person, and come to find out they had a deeper connection. There's other things that Hollywood puts out there in song and movies as well, books that kind of hide these relationships, right? And if you don't know about the concept of twin flames, you can't really pay attention to it. You think it's just an average love story or some sort of a strange messaging about whatever the movie is or the story is. 222 on a timer here. But those in the esoteric community, it has become some of a diluted tradition or a diluted mythos, right? But just because it's hard for some people, right? And some people just give up on it, right? So instead of talking about it and downplaying it and down mouthing it, just don't speak about it, right? Focus on something else. It's something else for everyone to get into, right? If you're just looking for a soulmate connection, it's pretty simple. It's not necessarily mundane, but it's something easier, right? That we're all soulmates. Everyone born on this planet at this time are potential soulmates. So that's what a soulmate is, right? Being able to connect to someone that has similar or equal values as you, that shares in a kinship with you. And since we're all on this planet at the same time, it's all an opportunity for us to develop a close friendship, right? Even create our own families outside of the families that we have, right? Now, unless you're an NPC and you're out here having these regular mundane relationships where you're having one night stands and you're having these short, unfulfilling, non-lasting relationships with people, I don't even like to get into those low vibrational relationships, but there are those that's out there as well, right? Short-term marriages and that sort of thing, right? But anyways, let's get into it. This is a message for the divine counterparts, divine masculine and divine feminine, a mirroring sort of message, right? So there may be some message that resonate for you, some that does not, right? There we go with the Knight of Embers, the Wounded Warrior, which turns into the Helping Hand, right? Closing out some sort of a closure, or going through some sort of a closure, and ending out some sort of a karmic cycle, right? Having that one fight left within them, right? For twin flames, we're always going to have that one fight left in us. Right, let's get to it. 444 on the timer, like to see it. Grounding the reading is the Hermit, self-development, introspection, right? indicative of a spiritual or pre-spiritual awakening, right? Someone that likes to have alone time as well, right? Working on themselves. The more you work on yourself, the better you know yourself, right? If you can't enjoy your own company, how do you expect, and this is how it flows into soulmate and twin flame relationships. If you can't enjoy your own company, how you expect someone else to enjoy your company? How is somebody gonna come and put a band-aid? You're gonna treat someone as an emotional tampon and expect them to come and fix you when you can't even fix you. You're just gonna drain that person dry, right? And we know we don't want codependent relationships, right? So let's see. Forthright justice. So an air sign energy, right? The 11, right? A doorway to new possibilities, right? I would love to live a life of not having to lie, right? When you live a life of honesty, you don't have to remember lies, and right. If you tell the truth, you can live by the truth, right? 555. So yeah, justice is a major arcana for Libra, right? The only inanimate sign of the zodiac, right? Um, Business, relationships, marriage, is also ruled by the planet Venus, right? Luxury, nice things, love, right? Let's go ahead and pull the next card. The Ace of Swords, another air sign energy. So yeah, you may be dealing with an air sign here, someone that wants to bring a truth to you, right? A truth about a relationship, a truth about marriage, or they're just wanting a strong connection with you, or they wanting to communicate with you about something, bring you an aha moment, a bright idea, a brand new perspective, or a better way of thinking. This could be the start of something new. There we go, the Emperor showing up here. So we have justice, indication, justice, which is Libra, which is the Empress. And now we have the Divine Masculine showing up. So what do you know? We're doing a twin flame reading, and it looks like we have new insights of a link between a Empress and an Emperor here. I just need to see the Empress pop up, and that'll definitely be proper form. But regardless, what I'm seeing here is a doorway after a long journey of self-love here, going through the motions, the wounded warrior, right? And then we have the justice showing up in the Libra showing up in justice, right? A true relationship, an honest relationship. This could even be a judge or a lawyer, right? If we're talking about traditionalism in the form of marriage, right? You have to go through the court systems. Ace of Swords, which is the truth, right? Or a new way or a new insight into the divine masculine or emperor here, which is another form of control, right? If we were to think about a contract is supposed to help us control certain things, right? Having a relationship with someone or a family helps us build more of a focus or obtain the things that we want more, right? The fifth card here, the Six of Bubbles. Yep, we have a soulmate connection. So past memories here, or a past connection. Um, yeah, this is my spiritual flirtation card, right? This is bringing and wanting to develop new memories with someone, right? It could be an apology or something like that, or a cure for the wounded warrior here, right? Ironically, 69 or 96, right? Kundalini awakening or Karma Sutric sex. It's the soul, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the emperor and the empress coming together. Now, whether it would be spiritually, but physically, it would be the bodies getting back in tandem, right, with each other, which one of the ultimate fulfillment would be having sex with your person, right? Sex magic. Adam and Eve becoming one again, right? As they say, Adam or Eve was created from his rib. Let's go ahead and clarify the Nine of Wands. The Eight of Gems, consistency, hard work, thorough behavior, right? Virgo energy, being consistent, an episodic journey as well. So again, hard work being put into someone's self, being put into a relationship that is being developed. It's almost like you know what's ahead of you, so you're putting in the work now so that when you get to the things that you want, you have already been in preparation, right? It's funny because people will always be like, it's like you have to be ready for it. How are you going? You gotta stay ready right? So you ain't got to get ready, right? People want to wait to the last minute and be like, well, why haven't I been picked? It's because, well, I mean, you're not ready to be picked. You should already be ready, right? How are you waiting for someone to pick you? How are you waiting for God to drop something into your lap, but you haven't been trained up for it? You want him to drop the perfect situation into your lap so that you can destroy it? Or now you want to work, now that you know that it's true, it's like people don't believe that Jesus or God or spirit is real because they're waiting on a miracle to happen for to convince them that it's real. No. By that time, their rapture is going to be taking up all the chosen ones. Everyone's going to have their divine counterpart with their kingdom spouse, their twin flame, living in another. The earth is not going anywhere. It's just we're going to be living in a different dimension and having different experiences versus the people that never wanted to change. And then they're going to be looking around and saying, where are all the good men? Where are all the good women? Why don't I understand the money systems? Why are these old systems, philosophies, and laws gone, and we have all these new things in place that we don't understand? It's because you haven't been doing the work, you haven't been studying, you haven't been training yourself up, you haven't been expecting what God says you should be expecting, right? Jesus said you guys will be able to do works even better than me, but you guys don't believe in that sort of thing, and you're just waiting around, right? But again, twin flames, no. Let's go ahead and clarify justice, the fourth right. Nine of bubbles, exactly. Contentment and wish fulfillment, right? This is what you have been working on. This is what you're expecting. Some of us already have this, right? This is going to be the nine of bubbles coming out on top of justice, which is marriage, right? You're getting your wish fulfilled. Your person is dropping in, right? It's about that time. Two people that are infatuated with each other, right? They're codependent of each other, but they are confident in one another to bring their lives together, right? Sometimes a man would string a woman, not even necessarily. He knows he's not going to marry her, right? Even a woman knows she doesn't want to have, she's going to be with a man for whatever reasons, but she's not going to, have his children because she doesn't think he's worthy, right? But when you're confident in yourself and you're confident and in love with the person, um, I mean, you shouldn't even be with in a relationship with someone that you don't want to be in the first place. But yeah, you'll know it'll click, right? You don't have to second guess, so you don't have a problem, right? We're going to clarify the Ace of Swords, which is the truth. An oracle, right? A deep spiritual connection. Number two in the tarot. Two is about collaborations, right? It's divine feminine energy. It's about peace, right? Concordance, synergy. So someone could, yeah, definitely be going through some sort of a spiritual awakening, or possibly have already went through one. They understand what their wants and their needs are, and that there is a difference between their needs and their wants. Mhm. They could even be going through this with their person, twin flames, right? Another part of that whole concept is that, whatever the difference is, they're continually learning, and they're learning things separately from each other. And then those things that they learn, they bring it into the union to teach each other those sorts of things, right? It's a forever bettering, right? You always want your relationship to get better and better and better and better. Marriage is not the finish line. Marriage is the start of something new, right? You think you just because you get married, that's the start and that's the finish and that's the goal, that's the finish line. No, that's the start of your dynasty, right? Which is what you're going to be passing down for generations and generations, right? The legacy that you're going to be leaving behind. Let's clarify the Emperor here. The Knight of Storms, communication. So this person or your person is going to be contacting you somehow, right? Via some sort of a correspondence, possibly text message, email, DMs. You guys may communicate through FaceTime, right? Pen pals, that sort of thing. Just constant communication, right? Possibly some sort of even a clairvoyant or spiritual communication as well, right? Let's go ahead and clarify the Six of Bubbles, the memories or the past life connection here, the strong friendship connection, this expanding or this evolving of the true potential of the soul in a relationship. We have the Five of Gems, so some sort of a change here, right? So a change up in the comfort level. Mhm. This is the last card of the reading. So this could be a change up financially, right? In order to be together, they may realize that they may have to move with each other, which is usually another big thing that twin flames have to deal with. Separation anxiety is not only in the mind, it's also, reaching out to each other from opposite ends of the universe to come into union, right? For instance, you may stay on opposite sides of the country or opposite sides of the world, and that is a big challenge that or hurdle that you guys have to get over, right? Because again, they're from different cultures or whatever the case may be. Not all the time, there's always some sort of a thing or that they have to work through to. And sometimes twin flames, they don't even ever fully develop a romantic relationship or even get a chance to meet each other or come into union, right? That's the whole point of mastering detachment, still being able to love unconditionally, and work through problems, right? There's couples that live together and they don't even like, or they can't stand, and they hate each other and can't wait to get away from each other. Twin flames are not like that. It's a forever acceptance of one another, right? Being able to forgive, being able to work through problems and issues, right? I mean, if it was easy, everyone would do it, right? So a quick short reading for the divine masculine and divine feminine, giving you a little bit more backstory on the whole twin flame journey. I'm guessing those that know already know, but it's good to hear it sometimes and realize that you're not going crazy. So we have, it's funny to me, it's actually pretty funny to me because where's justice? The Ace of Swords is here. Oh, I think justice is at the bottom of the deck. What did I do with justice? Oh, it's here. I renamed it the fourth, right? That's right. But Ace of Storms, the truth, right? Perception, the truth of one's reality, right? The only major arcana I want to bring up, where there's two, the 69. The 6 of bubbles and the 9 of bubbles, right? Indications of wish fulfillment, contentment. It could be a lot of meditation as well. Which is how they're going to connect, right? Spiritually, mentally, right? But the major arcana, which is proof positive here, we have the divine masculine here, the emperor, and justice Libra, who is the empress, right? So it would be a divine feminine and divine masculine spiritual connection here with the oracle card, right? A spiritual marriage, a twin flame connection, right? So fear not, your person, in this reading, it just seems like they're not ready to fully become whole yet because there are still things to work on. That's why the Empress card did not show up, and it was justice in the place of the Empress, which justice is still the Empress, right? It's Venus. It's the only other card. I think Taurus shares in the divine feminine or the Empress with Libra, right? But again, even Taurus represents marriage, a spiritual marriage, right? Traditionalism and that sort of thing, right? Religious virtues, right? But yeah, that is what I have for you. We're going to do a break deck message to close out the reading, to end it off at 20 minutes. But yeah, deep connection showing up for you. Your person is right around the corner, right? You guys may be walking. One of you guys may be walking in the bagel shop, and one of you guys may be walking out of the bagel shop and don't even realize that that's your person, right? Hopefully you have some sort of eye contact, or maybe you guys meet up at that bagel shop again because, hey, it's all it takes is divine timing, baby. An empress for an emperor, an emperor for an empress. We got a jumper here, 6 of storms, right? You guys are each other's both safe haven, movement, right? Clarity. We see the clarity showing up in the Ace of Swords, the truth. Right? One or both you guys may be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, perhaps a Libra, and you may be dealing with an Aries. Divine masculine is an Aries. But, take the message how it resonates. It could be any sign. They just carry the energy and attach those energies to those particular signs and major arcanas. as Libras are possibly the most obsessed with relationships, being the relationship and marriage sign of the zodiac. And with the Aries being the ones that, they spearhead a lot of things, right? They can be very emotional, but not over expressive, and they can be very expressive and not over emotional. It's actually, I think, Aries North Node season at this time, right? As we're just entering Aries season, I think this is day one, and we're about to have a lunar Libra eclipse, right? I'm a Libra sun sign and an Aries moon sign, so I actually have both Empress and energy in me at the same one, so I am my own person, and it would be easier for me to connect with my own person when I come across them. 10 of Embers and 9 of Embers, yeah, the ending of a journey, the wounded warrior, the closing out of the cycle, completion, right? A lot of learning and high amounts of spiritual energy here. There could be sexual tension between you and your person, or just a lot, I'm getting like a transference of spirit here. Again, this could be like a learning dynamic or something like that. Or yeah, a lot of a built up experience transferring from one place to another. Yeah, even travel, even movement, right? Again, you guys may be drawing closer and closer and nearer to each other, right? So yeah, there's going to be stories for days through the experiences that you guys have, or have had before you came into union. But that is what I have for you guys this evening. Hopefully you enjoy. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I actually have a live reading that I just did about a half hour ago that's currently uploading to the channel. We did quite good today on messages, and we'll continue the trend until we passed our 800 milestone, and then we'll get back into doing zodiac signs and that sort of thing. I may actually do a zodiac run before that time. I just need to figure out what I want to do. But yeah, hopefully it was as good as for you as it was for me. Catch you guys on the next one. 2222 on a timer. Peace.